Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Gashis Kama TV, the tallest man in Black Africa. ODM has said that it's going to field candidates from MCA, governors, members of the National Assembly, women rep, all the way to the presidency. These news are shocking to me, if you ask me, because ODM has been in bed with William Samoei Ruto. ODM has been saying that it is going to support William Samoei Ruto. But today they came up with a different script. Ladies and gentlemen, what conclusions can we make from this declaration? What can we say here? Number one, who is this presidential candidate from ODM who can be on the ballot other than Raila Amolo Odinga? Do you see any other candidate other than Raila Amolo Odinga? And can you see Raila supporting any other presidential candidate from ODM? So, we can only conclude whether Raila wins the chairman of the African Union Commission or he fails, finally, he'll be on the ballot. That is the conclusion. Number two is that this message is meant to those leaders who think they can actually come up with a different approach. People like Babu Owino have not been working with ODM as envisaged. In fact, he did not even vote for the impeachment. He abstained. There are those who feel that the way ODM has been actually cooperating with UDA is something that they don't like. It is this kind of leaders who should hear this message, that you're either with us or not with us. It is this kind of leaders who are being warned by UDA. Ladies and gentlemen, again, when I look at it, the message can also be meant to be received by UDA, that if you have been thinking that we are going to support you, you better forget. And now that the mission of removing Gachagua from office is almost accomplished, and you know, Gachagua and Raila are like water and paraffin. They could not be mixed. They could not work. They could not even sharing a platform. You would see the pain that was in Rigathi Gachagua, even when the broad-based government came. So, ladies and gentlemen, this one tells you that when you look at all factors constant, William Samoei Ruto must be very much afraid. William Samoei Ruto need to be very, very careful, because this man will be on the ballot. This man is going to shock everybody. Raila Amolo Odinga, ODM, is not going to support anybody. I think Raila managed to weaken UDA. I have always said that Raila is a schemer, and because he's a schemer, he cannot just leave everything to chance. He cannot leave everything to chance. And he has seen now the opportunity of winning the presidency. The big question is, can he get the support of Kenyans? Can Kenyans rally behind ODM? Because from where I sit, since Raila Amolo Odinga betrayed the Gen Z, since Raila Amolo Odinga started working with UDA, after many people lost their lives, others were kidnapped. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a problem if people can actually support Raila Amolo Odinga again, if he will be on the ballot. Something else that we can conclude from this declaration is that UDA must go back to their drawing board. UDA must come up with a different way of doing things, because if they don't succeed, they have to look for new allies. That's the message. And here we can only conclude that a fallout is imminent. a fallout between UDA and ODM is imminent. Because here, if you remember, we saw Raila after hii mambo ya support Adani, he received a backlash. I even noted today, India actually was dismissing Raila Amolo Odinga's declaration of washing and declaring Adani as a clean man. We saw India saying, no, we cannot agree with you. You have no right to speak for us. So what is happening here is that Raila has realized that people are fed up with his machinations. He's working with William Samoei Ruto. He's actually looking like he's part of the scheme to remove Rigathi Gachagua from office. And that is why ODM is coming very, very strongly and very swiftly to say that they want to vie for the presidency. And this one, I think, is also meant to bring people to join. So guys, let's meet in our next video, because I have some engagement here. And by the way, it's also important you remember that there was something that happened in the courts, that the court said that they cannot stop the impeachment of Gachagua, and the whole process must be finished. Guys, have a blessed evening.